Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make rate changes in Opera. So this is Bomgar. All the hotels would be in here, so you just go to one of them. And then if you're not logged in, it'll have the username and password, which obviously you look up on the logins page on the G Sheet. But then you go to configuration. And this little screen will pop up and go back down, so you gotta go in here, click login here. And then once in here, to make rate changes, you go to rate management, rate classifications, and rate codes. And then once in here, you pick the rate code that you want to change the rate for. Typically, it's rack, of course. So you type in rack, hit search, and then you just double click the rate of the day right here. And then once over here, you click rate detail, the second tab. And then in here, you'll see all the different seasons. So some properties are broken up by different room types. As you can see in this one, SNQ1 is separate from PNK1, SNK1, and SNQ2. So these three room types would be priced the same, and then this one would be a little bit different. Some hotels will go the same rate for all room types just to make things easier. So it just kind of depends. But basically, so for example, this season right here, SNQ1, runs from January 22nd to February 2nd, and this is for Fridays and Saturdays, and this is the rate. So if you're wanting to change maybe the rate for a SNQ1 for say for a different day of the week, then you would have to pretty much go through all the SNQ1s, find the day of the week. So if you're looking to change Sunday through Thursday, this would be the right season. You have to make sure the start and end time though is correct. So this one's between February 2nd and July 2nd, Sunday through Thursday. So if you wanted to change the rate, simply just highlight this, type in the new rate for 1, 2, 3, 4 adults. You want to make sure that you have the extra adult charge in here, typically $10. Then you simply just hit save, sorry. So that would save that. Now, if you see something like this, and this is February 2nd to July 2nd, Sunday through Thursday, and if you want to include only dates within that time frame, so say you want to change, let's see what next week is. So next week would be February 5th to February 9th, so Sunday through Thursday. If you want to change the rates for SNQ1 for only this particular week, what you would do is obviously highlight this one, then you would do split. So what that does is splits. It's going to ask you split rate set, click yes. So this pretty much is asking you what dates do you want to split out of this time frame. So what was next week? 5th to the 9th. So you'd go February 5th to February 9th, and then type in the rates that you want. So if you want to change it to $89.95, if it's a slow week, then you would put those in. Click OK, and then what that would do is it would separate that week from all the other weeks in this season, and so it'd be two separate seasons. So it's a little confusing, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. But say you want to change the rate for SNQ2 all the way in October, or say September. Well, this only goes up to July, so you'd have to find the SNQ1 that's in September. So this one, for example, is within that time frame. This is February to October, but it's only Friday and Saturday. So if you were to go down here, let's see, where would it be? Okay, so this was the season. So actually, no, that's not it. Sometimes it's a little tricky finding the right season. Here we go, SNQ1 between July and December. Sunday through Thursday. So all the days will be covered in some season. Like there will be sometimes it'll be hard to find it, but there will be a season that has what you're looking for, and then you may have to split that and then change the rates. But the main thing is when you're looking for the seasons, so you click this one, you want to be aware of what days the season is for, what day of the week. Because if you want to change Sunday through Thursday rates and then you modify this season, well, this season's for Friday and Saturday, so that's you're going to be changing the rates for the wrong days pretty much. So that's the basics of changing rates in Opera. There'll be another video on some advanced methods on changing rates.